What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so this is something I just learned, folks. Something I just learned. And this is more reason why a lot of us feel like this isn't really basketball anymore. It's like, can we use the term flag basketball? There have already been, over the past 20 years, numerous changes that have been implemented within the NBA, which helps offensive players. And defense have been taken increasingly out of the game. Okay? But this process has been accelerated since Roger the Alien, aka Adam Silver, took over. It's been accelerated, right? They've phased out the traditional big man. You essentially have stretch bigs playing center, right? And whatever little bit you have left of traditional centers, they're just guys who clean up the glass offensively and move out of the way and let perimeter players, for the most part, operate and go to the cup. Centers like traditional bigs like Kareem and Wilt, they don't exist in today's game, right? Even if you liked the way the centers played, like I did, I love the traditional centers. I'll never get that back. Me rooting for the defensive players that I grew up watching, guys who could have jobs in the NBA just off their defensive ability, like the Darrell Walkers and, the Bruce Bowens of the world. They don't exist anymore. You can't just play defensive in the NBA. We just talked about how now players are going to be able to yak up threes at the end of quarters, I believe it is. And if they miss, it's not a personal miss. It just goes as a team miss, which is ridiculous. Okay? So their percentages are going to go way up. Now I learned that there's a new rule that's been implemented, a new rule where defensive players cannot hit the offensive player's hand before or after the shot. This was previously deemed as, quote, hot stove contact and will now result in free throws. There's a particular player who is believed to be a big beneficiary of this new change, and that is Stephen Curry. Okay? There was already a rule change that was implemented that helped Steph Curry. That was the freedom of movement rule that was implemented back in 2019, which helped him as far as players guarding him. It helped him be able to get open easier. You know what I'm saying? It helped him as far as players not be able to use any sort of physicality against him. Now you're helping him more. Now you're going to let him, because Curry has always been a guy who, because of the nature of how he plays, he's a jump shooter. Usually jump shooters don't get to the foul line a lot, right? Now he's going to be shooting even more free throws. So don't be surprised now if Steph Curry, instead of taking 5 free throws a game or whatever, he's now taking 7.5 free throws a game. So now he's going to be averaging 28, 29 points a game. And I'm not trying to just make it about him, because he's going to help everybody that's an offensive player. This is just ridiculous shit that they're pulling. It's ridiculous. So now free throws are going to go way up. I saw that Curry had a 4-point play. This has always been part of the game, man. At some level, there's going to be some incidental contact between defenders and offensive players. So that's just going to put defenders at even more of a disadvantage. So what are they going to do now? Put their hands behind their back and just stare at you, stare at you maliciously, Hope that that's nothing before you miss a shot. I mean, come on, man. What are we doing here, man? And then people got a nerve to get mad when I say Michael Jordan would average 50 in today's game, or that Dominique Wilkins would average 40, or Kobe would average 40. You really get mad? Really? Why? Why? Jesus Christ, there's no defense. Don't even, I mean, I don't want to hear nobody get on here and crap any player or the media, really, I should say. I don't want to hear him get on anybody for not playing defense. Because you know they always do that with certain players. Certain players, the mainstream sports media like to, harangue as, oh, he doesn't play defense. Nobody plays defense. Not really. So scoring's going to go up even more. I wouldn't be surprised now, man, if teams, because teams have been averaging, 113, 114 points a night. I wouldn't be surprised if it's up to 116 points a night, 116 points, maybe even 117 points this year. I don't like it. It's basically becoming like 2K out there, bro. This is ridiculous, man. The NBA that I loved, and I'm in the vast minority, the NBA that I loved was the NBA that I grew up watching as a teenager in the late 90s when I would watch a Knicks Heat game and the final score was like 73-70. And the players that dropped 20 could really, really score. If I'm not mistaken, in the 98-99 season, there was only 14 players that averaged 20 points a game. 14. And only like maybe 2 averaged over 25. And I think that was Shaq and Allen Iverson. Now, I think this past year, something like 34, 35 guys averaged 20, and probably 15 of them average over 25. It's so much easier to score, and it's going to get even worse. This year might be the first time in NBA history that 40 players, 40 are going to average over 20 points a game. It's sickening, man. This guy's ruining the game. But that's all he does. He's not a basketball player. The commissioner never really played basketball. David Stern did play basketball. He was a basketball player. He didn't play professional basketball, but he played basketball. Adam Silver is a marketing guy. He's a marketing stat nerd type dude. He looks at how we can bring fans in. He doesn't care about, in my opinion, the integrity of the game. And it's gotten cartoonish. And each year, more and more of defense is being phased out, and the traditional NBA fan we're being pushed out. Then you have people like JJ Redneck say, oh, well, why are we criticizing the product so much? This is why. Well, that's all I got to say about it, man. Tell what you guys think.